What's up, guys? So, as many of you probably know, it's October, which means it is Double O-ctober. Okay, so last year we went through my Double O collection, trying to fill out the month with gunplay reviews. This year it's going to be a little bit lighter. If I can get a couple extra kits, and if Nick can bring his over, then we'll have something to look at. However, we're going to start off with a kind of a four-part little series here that I wanted to do last year, and in fact was what got me into doing these YouTube reviews in the first place. So, let's start here with the HG Overflag, and this of course was the personal suit of Graham AKer and his pilots from the Union. Now of course this is the more advanced version of the actual UN flag. I don't have that kit, sadly. If I can get one, I totally will. But the Overflag was the better one, and it is the black and white version. Got a nice shot of it here. Double O logo there. Gundam Double O. HG Gundam Double O. And the SVMS 010 Overflag. Yay for that. Bandai 2008, way back when. And before we get there, illustrated by Naochika Morishita. Yay. So we come to the bottom and you get action, and this is a blue stripe on a gun. And you get Graham AKer there, you get this suit there, even with a little bit of a, I don't think it's a beam saber, but it's definitely like a vibro blade of some sort. You get backpack and rotate mode change. It does transform flight position. And you've got stuff going on there, special marking seals. I'm guessing that says clear plastic. I don't know. Can't read it. It's in Japanese, and I'm not. You got number 11 in the Double O series, so fairly early on. Overflag. No BandaiHobby.net, because it's too early in the world. And you got front. Yay. I think that's, yeah, that's the Union emblem there. And that's actually its stats. 17.9 meters tall, 69.7 tons, 20mm rifle, I guess. And you've got all this stuff here. You've got Howard Mason and Daryl Dodge. Those were Graham's backup guys. Those are his friends. And you come over here, and you got do not stick an Overflag in your 3-year-old's face, because it will hurt. And you come there, and you've got 1,200 yen. Nice, affordable little kit. And yet it's upside down. I actually like the effects here. You got the swooshy effects, and then you've got the transforming of the knees effects. I don't know what's going on there. Sparks. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a look at this little kit. Now, mind you, it is already built. We haven't done an already built kit in a while, so let's go ahead and look at it. Alright, guys. So now we've got the Overflag out here and looking really, really lanky and black. This thing is really, really cool. Now, I'm having a hard time remembering if he came with the stand, because I don't recall where all of my stands came from. If he did, I honestly don't remember. I don't keep them on these stands. They go on a whole new set altogether. But this thing is pretty cool. I'm going to go ahead and pull it off this. I will say, there are a couple negatives about this kit, and one of them is that certain parts just don't stay on like they used to. Where does it go? What the heck? Was it that low? I guess it was. Just, I did not realize. Okay. Maybe I can... Maybe that's a little bit better. The hips are always a little bit tricky on this one for me. So, because of the transformation gimmick, it gets a little bit weird. Let's do our best to look at it as it is. So you get this really nice orange visor face going on right in there. And if you pull it off, he does actually have a tiny little mono eye. And I think that was actually a chrome sticker, if I remember correctly. I built this thing like 2 years ago. Now he does have stickers for a lot of things. All this right here, you can see clearly. Definitely a sticker, same as here on the weird little spinny arm shield. And yeah, I've added a few touches here and there, like see these little gold bits there. Same thing right here on the chest. I know there's some silver here. Right here, got some silver going on. Nothing going on back here. Oh, a little bit of gold right there, just to break up the sheer amount of black. Now it can stand. It's actually a very, very, like, light kit. There's like a whole lot of nothing to it, and I actually didn't finish transforming it. There we go. Oh, hey, there's some gold under the feet. Look at that. Very spindly, very tall looking kit. It does have one weapon, and it does come with the gun. I think it's supposed to be a machine gun of some sort. Now this blue stripey here does denote that this is Graham's, so that is like his commander stripe. Whereas normally the other guys would have a white one, I believe. And you got some more stickers on it right here. And some silver paint that I put on it on those spots right there. And then under here. It's very nice. Didn't do the best job on nub removals. It's all good. Now you can tuck the handle away. And I remember, I think you could dual wield it, something like that. Because it's got like cross kind of handle there. Although that's not correct for what it is. Although, you know what? I think those fingers are painted. Oh, yeah. Hey. I painted the fingers and stuff on it. Look at that. Didn't even realize it. Those are all gray. That's cool. I like doing some archaeology sometimes. Now, I will say this little hinge right here for the handle is very, very loose. And because of the different ways he has to handle the gun, it needs Viagra, is what it needs. I think it should lock in place, but it definitely does not. It's only very much useful in flight mode. I mean, maybe I could tighten it up with some floor polish or something. I have no clue. Not too worried about it. I keep him in flight mode, not in robot mode. Now, articulation, he does have some. The head, well, it honestly doesn't do a lot. You can't rotate it. You can't necessarily look up and down. The head is more there to look cool and then also be part of the transformation gimmick. I know it sounds funny, but it is. Now, because of the wings and stuff on this guy, he does actually have fairly limited articulation. The shoulder is just got a ball joint right in here, so he can do this number. That's about as far as it can go. I do believe this can move just a little. Yeah, not a whole lot. It's got bicep rotation. Whoa. Whoa there. Single jointed elbow, get you up to there. He's not getting a high teacher in any way, shape, or form, except maybe, nope, he's not getting a high teacher. Even though it has that cutout for the top, he doesn't really reach super high. I don't believe the shoulders move in and out. The wrist is just mounted on a ball joint and can turn in like so and rotate all the way around. The arm shield thingy does spin a little bit, not freely though, sadly. And it is just there to look pretty, for the most part, even though it's not very pretty. And I never understood how this was supposed to work. I think it would actually just spin, and then hope it would hit a gun. Like, it is really weird propeller, spinny shield thingy. They used it a lot in the first season until they got actual GN weapons. Alright, now he does have torso articulation, so this is actually at the hips, but it can ab crunch due to transformation. Can rotate, but you're going to have to watch the wings that are pretty much getting in the way of everybody. But he can do that, and he can power punch. There we go. The legs are articulated. They have ball joints, I think. Are they ball joints? Yeah, ball jointed, but this direction is really weird. So we can get a very nice Jean-Claude whenever it actually does it. It's friggin' weird sometimes. Oh, added some gray paint right there too. Look at that. He's got a reverse joint on the knee. That's always nice. And very nice. Tight, single jointed knee like so. These big old knees that, I don't know, they're there for breaking chins, for, you know, rising knee. And you've got more or less a ball joint going on right here on the ankle. So you get a little bit of pivot back and forth, you get a little bit of tipping forward and back. That's about it. Basically, with like a transforming kit, your articulation is limited to what he's going to turn into. So, I like the aesthetic of this thing. It does look like what Batman would have if he had a mech. All these nice black bat ears going on. I really do like that, honestly. Now, we need to get him into flight mode. So I'm going to start down here on the legs. So these little bits, he already saw me rotate them, so these flip down. They're kind of a fin, realistically. And I'm going to push his legs forward for the time being. Now, oh, I forgot about it. The backpack in this mode can tilt up, like so, for forward movement, very much like a backpack on the Justice. Actually, it actually is very, very similar looking. Okay, now let's see if I remember the proper order of transformation. Probably not. But I will tell you right now, and I had to relearn this every time I've handled this, the head is the locking mechanism for transformation. So it needs to tilt all the way forward. So you rotate this back, and you tilt this in and down, and then you push the head down into the cavity. And I think it'll go if you... There he goes. Okay. So now the head is down. Now the ears do pop off quite a bit. So you want the head down like so. So you want to take the arms, rotate them back this way. Make sure the shoulders are kind of squared up. We're going to want to rotate these up and under the arms. So we've got our wings in place. I'm going to take our legs and rotate it all the way back. It's on a really weird kind of hinge right here behind the ball joint. You can see that. So the legs are going to come straight back like so. All the way back. Lock them in place like that. Then you want to take the arms and bend them at a 90-degree angle underneath the wings. Like so. So he's basically what he's doing is kind of grabbing at his flight crotch. Now this is essentially his flight mode in and of itself. So you can have the like X situation going on with the wings. You can push these a little bit more forward like that. You can pull these forward if you really wanna. You don't have to. Oh, I added some black paint right there. Look at that. Oh, and there's the Overflag emblems. I remember it came with a couple different sizes too. Now, let's see, where is the other thingy? Aha! Alright, so to complete the look, because that's not the best version of it, you take the handle and you want to jam it in the crotch. Right in here. I think you gotta rotate it forward just a little. This is not really the best weapons placement, if I'm honest, but it looks good when it's done right. And right now it doesn't want to do right, so I don't know. Okay, hold on. Rotate it down just a little bit more. Give myself some more clearance. Need some clearance, Clarence. Come on. There it goes. And it should jam in there far enough and hold itself in place. So now we have it in flight mode, and it's all wonky. All the arms and stuff are wonky. Now, if I remember correctly, he came with a big machine gun. I think it might still be in the box. Let me look. Actually, yes. He does come with a huge machine gun. So this thing, I've never understood what exactly it'd do. So he could use this. I know it was used for different guys, and the arm freaking came off. Actually came out of the main socket there. But I do believe you could also install it. So this is the beam weapon, if I remember correctly. And it is just coming apart on me. You know what? I might have to take it apart just to try to fix this hinge. That might be a good idea. Because that is just garbage. That is just garbage loose. Okay, so this one will plug in the same way, I believe. I think these come out. Or something. Maybe they go in. Yeah, there's a slider there for sure. Don't believe that is what's supposed to happen there. It's been a long time, guys. I don't recall everything about this. Maybe it's that way, then in. Because there's definitely a slider. But I can't get it to slide. maybe it's just supposed to rotate like that, which is weird. Because that's not going to go into place. Put that up in its face. Oh, that might. I don't know. Hold on. See, do that, and that's why it bends. And then, if you're feeling randy, pull the ball joint off. I believe you can hold it in the arms. Or maybe not. I'll just put it back. Put your arm back where it goes. Good job, Overflag. Yeah, like I said, guys, it's been years since I've messed with this. I mean, right before I started my YouTube, this is what I was messing with. Now, if I want, don't want to use this stand. I'm going to use the straight up and down stand for this. And there we go. We got him in flight mode with a big machine gun flying around all willy-nilly. And I didn't point out, it's got silver and then a big white stripe on it right there. Now, guys, this thing is very, very flimsy. I will say that. The 1:100 version is much more robust and just big enough it can handle the transformation and stuff like this. The HG version is just, there's not enough to it. I do love this kit. I love the look of it, and it's super easy, super fast to put together. Transformation is a bear, though. I mean, it wants to fall apart all the time. And then the disappointing nature of this stupid gun, which I think is cracked, which might be the problem. Can't tell if that's a crack or just a thing. You know what? Hold on. Okay, never mind. So, let's get to just the last little bit here, because very much like with the Double O's from last year, we're going to build up a little display. Alright, so here is our stand. And you can see there's 4 positions on it. So we're going to take our suit here, and I'm going to have to glue that stupid gun in place. I can already tell it, like, just glue the handle. So with the crotch peg, we're going to put it right here. And he's going to be flying like straight up. Pretty much. Like so. Tilt the gun up. And there we go. So guys, this is going to be the beginning of, like I said, this little 4-part series comparing Graham AKer's suits through the early days of Double O. Now, sadly, the only one I don't have is Mr. Bushido's ahead, but that one doesn't really fit in with what we're going for, because these 4 kits, these 4 suits, all kind of develop from each other and into each other. So that's what we're going to look at. But guys, stick around for that, and, you know, have a happy, safe Double O-ctober. We're going to go through this as much as we can. Hopefully we can get at least a few reviews in. But guys, I want to thank my patrons, as always. Andy, John, Steve, you guys are great. If you guys are interested in Patreon, right here on the bottom. And I'll talk to you guys on the next review. Remember, as always, keep on building.